Well, hi everybody. It's Thursday, and it's Ocean's Pit Little Show about big things, folks. Today is the 5th of September. Try to remember the 5th of September.
We're delayed.
I know. I don't know why. Anyway, folks, let's not touch anything. I got rid of all the right life stream. Let's just go now. Okay. So check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com. Give us a call at 847-769-8609 to book a show. Every show is dedicated to the first responders, but mostly dedicated to people like you who take the time to watch the show. Whether you're watching the show at 12 o'clock during your lunchtime hour right now, or you're watching it anytime during the day, we thank you for everybody that gets a chance to tune in on Ocean's Pit. Whether you're a regular follower or you're new, welcome. It's Thursday. That means Laura Ocean is in the house.
That would be me. Look at, we are on delay. Are we showing delay?
Well, that's okay for on delay. It doesn't make a difference.
Hi,
All right.
Albert.
There you
Are
go.
we delayed, Albert?
No, I don't think so. All right. So before let's do that, folks, let's get it's showtime. So now that we move that out of the way, it's showtime. Air ventilation. Hi, everybody. It's it. Thank you, Dina Manzella, from that great little intro. It's Ocean's Pit, guys.
Oh, the little show about big things.
It's Thursday. We want to thank you all for watching. And we just want to start off by saying thank you to my co-host yesterday, Di, from the Di and Dag show, or Dag and Di show, starting in 2025. We're going to have Dag on Friday. Tomorrow's, my guess, is her other half. Dag will be joining us, and Di did an incredible job. So thank you for that. Also, we want to thank our friends from United Way for the beautiful golf outing yesterday at the Grand Geneva Las Vegas night. It was so, you walked in and they had the big sign saying, "Welcome to Las Vegas," the red carpet. They had the two dancers, the two, the ladies dressed in the, whatchamacallit stuff. Yeah. And they had,
what are they called?
I forgot what they were called, but they had like slots and not slots, but they had poker and they had craps and they had
Crap? You said crap?
not craps, where you throw the dice. And they had people walking around with hors d'oeuvres and booze and champagne. They had the whole big champagne thing where they kept throwing the champagne, the champagne, how it flows on
The
all
champagne
the cups.
fountain,
The
that would be called.
champagne fountain. So I want to thank Will and also Double T, Tony Toto. Great job. Tonight, folks, we're going to be at Zaza's in Lake Barrington. It's a 7 o'clock hit with Jerry Jams. Tomorrow, Chicago Prime Steakhouse in Schaumburg with Double T, Tony Toto. And Saturday, we'll be out of town in Grafton, Illinois, which is on the Mississippi River near St. Louis. We'll be at the Pierre Marquette Lodge.
Ooh. Sounds like it's going to be a beautiful wedding.
It's going to be a beautiful wedding, and then we're staying a couple extra days and do a little camping and fishing.
And then Laura's on vacation.
And then when I come home, she goes away. But anyway, besides that, she's going to the Philippines. So it's going to be good for a whole week of fun and excitement. And so anyway, let's get to some stuff. Let's get to Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local. Norridge Plains, Evergreen Park, Warrenville, and Mesa, Arizona. Now, guys, take advantage of the summer deals, even though summer's almost over. But get these deals now so you're ready for next year. 50% off all lawn and garden decor. 40% off all outdoor decorative chimes. Patio sets, lowest prices of the season, and still grill your ace off. Get 20% off any grill purchase, folks. Get it so you're ready for next year. Why wait till next year when you get these great deals from Ace Hardware? Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. That's right. And let's get to one more sponsor. Tell us about our good friend, Mary Grievous.
Oh, our good old Mary, the perfect real estate professional. Whether you are putting your home on the market or looking for your dream home, you want to give Mary a call at 630-688-1724 or
25. That's 1725.
Oh my God, 1725.
And let's not forget
Oh,
Berkshire
my Lord.
Hathaway Stark Real Estate, or you can email her at mgrievousstark, re.com. And if you're talking about Mary, you're talking about real estate, well, then you have to talk about the Chicago Music Cruise, which she also does that with her company called NTD Vacations. And it's going to happen, folks, again. You missed it in January. Don't miss this one, March 22nd to March 30th, 2025. Everybody's jumping on board. It's going to be fantastic. It's
No pun intended.
no pun intended. It's 8 days on spring break in March. Get yourself out and get on Ocean with the Ocean, Fort Lauderdale, Carousel, Aruba, Coco Key, Bahamas, Seventh Heaven, Hillbilly Rock Stars, Jersey Girls, Tony Ocean, the main event band, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. A lot of great acts. So go to ChicagoMusicCruise.com and put in Tony Ocean, or give Mary a call at 630-688-1725 and tell her Tony O sent you. So you can join the party on the ocean and fun and excitement, and that's what it's all about. Now, before we get into the regular part of the show, and let's just say hello to some people. Albert, right? Kathy, right?
Kathy.
There's Michelle.
Michelle.
There's Gary. How you doing, buddy? Oh, good. We'll see you, Gary. Maybe come up and sing a couple songs tonight. There's Mary.
Mary now.
And there's the cruise information. There's Jerry Jams.
Motions with the
Like
ocean.
the ocean. So let me just clarify something. You know, when we do this show, a lot of facts, we find fact stuff, and sometimes the facts are wrong, or sometimes we don't do our investigating like we should.
That's called
And
fact
yesterday,
check.
and the fact checker. So yesterday I made a comment about professional golfer Tiger Woods saying that the way Kamala Harris's accent wasn't very, thought it was disrespectful, and thought actually it was not true. It was a fact thing that, what do you call that?
It was incorrect.
Incorrect.
Tony Deanna, Mr. Lipschitz here. He is the fact
He
checker.
is the fact checker. So it was wrong, and I'm sorry about that. But you never know anymore. And I just wanted to thank you, Jim, one of our listeners yesterday, did point it out and did private message me. So I told him that
we would
correct it today. So Jim, if you're listening,
hello, always winning.
and thank you
Sandra.
for guys. All you guys should keep up with that. If you have fine stuff, please let us know, because it's important. It is that we try to get some of this stuff right. All right, so a lot of good things going, honey. It is September 5th already. Like I said, how quick summer is going. And 50 days or whatever, less than 50 days, if I've got correct, about the election, where the whole world can change. So everything is just changing so crazy. It's just nuts. And when you're trying to talk about different stories, there's a couple of stories we have to get to right away, honey, before you start.
Right away. This is important.
This is very important. We say for the prayers from the people in Georgia for the massive school shooting in Appalachia High School. One killed so far from the facts that we found. One 14-year-old Christian Angulo was shot at the age of 14 years old.
Am I wrong? I thought I heard 4. Is that
there could be more. The only one that I seen was one, but it said mass shooting, so a lot of people had to either get shot, but this is the only one that I found in time for the show. So our prayers go out to everybody in Georgia, the town, the high school, and everybody else, and of course the families of another tragic event that's happening more and more in malls, schools, and restaurants, the way this crazy world is going right now. Okay, thank you, Jerry.
2 students and 2 teachers.
Yeah, two students and 2 teachers died. So wait a minute, this Christian Angela was the shooter?
Was the shooter. Okay, so I just watched the news on this earlier, and the boy who shot the kids his dad was actually speaking on the news today and had made a comment that he had been going into a depression. There's some things that were going on in his life. So I didn't get the whole story. I should have listened to it closer, but I walked in at the tail end.
Thank you, Craig. Yeah. So the 14-year-old who died was the shooter.
Okay.
But again, like I said, the crazy shit that's going on in this world, and I mean, it's always, to me, it seems like since, and I hate to go back to the flu in 2020. I hate to keep going back to that, but it seems like the world and there was stuff that was happening all the time, but it seemed like during 2020, during COVID, whatever you want to call it, flu, COVID, pandemic, no pandemic, whatever it was, and whatever, it seemed like everything is just changing. More people are getting more depressed. More stuff is happening. People who took shots, people who didn't get shots. Joe Rogan had a whole special saying that a lot of people who took the vaccine are dying like crazy. This was Joe Rogan's quote on his show, if you watch Joe Rogan or not. But I just seem like things are, now you're seeing this stuff now. It's like, before it was like, oh my God. But now it's like, okay, well, here's another school or another. It's just crazy.
At one point, I thought there was going to be metal detectors to get into any high school, but maybe that's not the case anymore, or maybe they.
So the shooter is not dead. 2 students killed and 2
dead.
Teachers. All right.
Yep, I did see he's in custody. They would not let him out even on any sort of.
No. So Colt Gray, the 14-year-old accused of killing 4 people, injuring 9 others during the shooting at a high school, will make his first court appearance
Friday, according to the media reports. Yep.
And there you go, Tony. One of our new listeners, Tony, if you're listening. Less people are attending church. Mm-hmm. Less people are taking God out of their language, out of their schools. You know what? No more with the flag. I don't think. I mean, here's what I don't understand. A kid's 14 years old.
What is he? Yeah.
What kind of depression? And I don't know. We're not there, but, again, at that age, what are they?
At 14, that's the last thing I was thinking of.
I got a bike. I have a job. I was out there. I was having the time of my life.
Yes.
So sometimes, and we don't know the whole story yet, but it could be what's going on with their mom and dad. Maybe their mom and dad divorced. Maybe something's happening with their mom.
Still, maybe you think to get a gun?
Maybe a crazy uncle has been doing some crazy shit to the family. Who the hell knows? And we're never going to know for right now. Marty Malarkey, what's up? Bobby Brandolino from Brandolino Encore Music from Shorewood, Illinois. What's up, buddy?
There.
I hope you're doing well. How do I get rid of that?
Stop touching everything.
I'm just trying to. I was fine. Anyway, so our prayers go out to, like I said, it was just horrible. And that whole town and that whole state is going to remember stuff like this. And it's crazy.
Hello, Vince.
There you go.
Welcome.
There you go,
and
guys.
Mark.
Vince and Mark. All right, so we said hello to everybody here. Honey, why don't you, Dennis, how you doing? Kathy, they had red flags from last year, the FBI has said. Okay, so there you go. There you go. Carol, I hope you had an incredible birthday, my dear friend.
Oh, happy birthday to you, Carol. I did see that. I hope you had a great day.
Great birthday. You watch it, it's a different world, social media. Except Phyllis, you're absolutely Phyllis, the first lady of music, of course, the wife of Nick Hodges, the piano man. It's a different world out there. It is just so screwed up right now. And we need to get back to the basics. We got to put God in people's life. We got to start getting some values, family values at home. It's got to start at home, mom and dad, grandparents. That's where it's got to start. Because if you're not watching these kids go on their own little thing and doing their own shit, and you should maybe look at what they're watching or check their phones or check what they're doing. I know parents don't want to be what do you call it? You want to give them their space too, but you never know anymore.
I don't even know anymore.
Stephanie, so seeing you at September Fest. Well, thank you, Stephanie. I hope you enjoyed yourself. There's Mel Lennon Reed. How you doing?
And Laura Denny. Great to see you as well.
Great to see you guys. Violence doesn't just occur in Chicago. Oh, I know, Albert. It's everywhere. And now to the lighter side.
Don't make him, Craig. Craig, don't.
The lighter side.
Craig, don't do it, Craig. Don't.
There is no lighter side in this fucking world. That's unfortunate until we make a change in November. But right now, folks, it's crazy. Let's get on the lighter side of things, honey, real fast before you hit it. This is good stories for all you Chicago Cub fans. The Chicago Cubs pitcher was going for a no-hitter, 12-0 against the Pittsburgh Pirates, but their manager that they paid so much money for pulled the pitcher out of the game and put another pitcher. So now two pitchers had to split the no-hitter. Nate Person and Port, if I'm pronouncing that right, Hodge. Wow. No-hitter for the Cubbies, beating the Pittsburgh Pirates 12-0. Are the Pirates actually any good? I don't know. But that's a big deal for all you Cub fans out there, and that's crazy. Also, something me and Craig would love today. Today is Happy Frankenstein Day.
Craig, you're one of them too?
Craig loves Frankenstein, Godzilla, King Kong.
Oh.
Me, him, and Leo Roth used to talk about that time when we were all in the band together. Absolutely.
Oh, yes.
And Craig Olson from the band In Session. So make sure you go check out Craig and Kim Peterson. Le Few. Anyway, there's Patrice.
Hi,
How you doing? Yeah, so interesting. Congratulations to the Chicago Cubs. All right, honey, what do you got?
On a good note, a 67-year-old receives the world's first lung cancer medication.
Yeah.
So yes, this is a pioneer clinical trial has begun testing the world's first mRNA lung cancer vaccine. The vaccine was known as the BNT116 and developed at BioNTech is designed to target a non-small cell lung cancer. And Janice.
Wait. So what's non-small? So if it's big?
Maybe they have that carcinogen or something and the non-carcinogen, whatever it's called. Don't ask me.
Okay, so they've got 67-year-old.
So 67-year-old Janice Race, scientist from London, was the first UK patient to receive the vaccine, which he hopes not only will help him, but pave the way for others.
Wow.
And it's the General.
8-1 the Sox. Oh, they got lucky again. All right, there you go, General. Christine, how you doing? So that's pretty interesting stuff. They're trying to imagine if you can have vaccines that actually really work.
And we have to go to some fun.
Some fun.
All right, now, don't shoot me.
I won't.
Donnie Wahlberg and Jenny McCarthy, I thought they split.
I thought so too, but they the day before we did the wedding at Hotel Baker, we performed a wedding there Saturday. The Friday they were there and they renewed
their vows, which they do.
I've
seen that, but that's not the story.
Oh, anyway, they renewed their vows, but I thought they broke up at one time.
I thought so too, but they renewed their vows. It's a happy 10th anniversary, but they renew their vows every year at the Hotel Baker.
There you go.
I like that idea. So if you change your mind and you don't want to renew them, does that mean you're just done? So if this is like a 1-year contract?
Is that what it was?
Wouldn't that be kind of cool?
Wouldn't it be nice if marriages can do that? Like,
a lease,
after 3 years, you want to keep going.
My mom used to say that. She goes, everyone should be on you go in, and if you don't want to renew, you don't renew. And I'm like,
Carlo is the same. Also part of vaccine for COVID. Just a heads up to pave the way to check that out. Oh, good. Well, maybe that one will work because the vaccine for COVID did shit. So I didn't take the vaccine, so I don't know. But maybe this one will. Maybe they're, that'd be cool if they come up with some cures for some of this.
But in regards to the same type of thing, in lung cancer, a Chinese doctor supposedly, now we need to fact check this because this seemed kind of strange to me, but a Chinese doctor removed a lung tumor from 5,000 kilometers away using a robot in a life-saving operation.
Here's the trick thing right there, folks. Chinese. They're so advanced up there.
This is at Shanghai Chest Hospital.
So robots are going to be taking over soon.
Shangri-La-Ti-Da.
Actually, robots are, I told you there was one in the hospital over there. Where were we? Where the hospital, the Rosie, looked like Rosie came out. And I said, we were trying to find a certain, come this way, please.
Yeah. From the Jetsons?
George Jetson. But I'm telling you, they're so advanced right now out there. And this is the future, folks. Everything we've seen on the Jetsons are going to happen.
Really, Craig? So could you withdraw?
Kind of like a marriage refund. Okay.
Can I get a refund?
Oh, that's good. I mean, you give back your toasters and everything you got for the wedding. Interesting stuff, folks. All right, so that's good stuff. Hopefully, something good comes out of that. 85 years ago, honey, The Wizard of Oz.
Oh, that was my favorite movie of all time.
Now, you ever hear the history of that movie?
Yeah. Did you ever see Wicked?
No, I don't see Wicked, and I didn't see The Wiz, and I didn't see any of this bullshit. I just seen The Wizard of Oz. So I'm just going to stick to the original one, which to me is the best.
Oh gosh, yes.
I mean, but there was a lot of bad stuff that happened during the filming of that. A couple of suicides, or one guy supposedly, when they're running all together and going down the Yellowbrick Road, you see some guy hanging himself.
I heard
supposedly,
that.
These are the rumors from Hollywood about The Wizard of Oz. So there you go. 85 years ago today. And folks, tonight starts the NFL season. Football's very first.
Oh, my boys are in their glory.
The Baltimore Ravens, which is
favorite.
Joey's band, against the Kansas City Chiefs, world Super Bowl champions. And I started liking the Chiefs now because I couldn't stand Mahomes. But his wife's a Trumper, and she had just endorsed Donald Trump, which I thought was very cool. So that must be hard when she sits with Taylor Swift, who doesn't like Trump.
Well, it's funny because they were showing that the other day about all the wives that are booed or are being harassed at the different games from the opposing teams. I mean, that's terrible.
Well, I remember when my dad was the worst. My dad used to tape some of the Bulls plays, and when they used to play the Pistons, and Michael Jordan's wife would be sitting in like the front row, and the Detroit Piston fans were spitting on her. So my dad would say, rewind it so we can see the spit hitting his wife.
That's horrible.
That was my dad. Where do you think I got this stuff from? He was brutal. Double T, Tony Toto. Hey, great job last night, brother. So, and it's interesting, folks. Get this, honey. This weekend, ladies and gentlemen, people say they're broke, they got no money. This weekend, opening season of the NFL, $35 billion will be spent from gambling. People will spend up to $35 million, all these bets that are coming in. And that's just the legal bets, not the local bookie. $35 billion. Is that all the fantasy
football things?
35, yeah. But think about that. Is that crazy? And the prediction, ESPN says the Bears season, ESPN said this morning, the Bears will be 8-9. That means they'll win 8 and lose 9, according to ESPN. And the Packers will win 10 and lose 7. This is the prediction from ESPN for football, the NFL season. What do you got, honey?
This is kind of a good story.
A good story.
A single dad adopts a girl with Down syndrome that she was already rejected 20 times by 20 different families, which is extremely sad. So Elba was born with Down syndrome and was put up for adoption and rejected by 20 families before Luca Trepanese, a single dad, stepped in and adopted her on just her 13th day old. Luca experienced in working with children with disabilities, felt an immediate connection with Alba. Now Luca and Alba are thriving, and she loves to play and meet new people.
See,
good for you.
Good. Luca took a shot, and if someone finds a nice home, man. You're watching Ocean Spit, little show about big things, folks. It's time for another sponsor. It's the season, and we want to say for our good friends, Jack Vena Landscaping, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. They offer monthly maintenance programs, bush trimming, spring and fall cleanup, bed mulching, fertilizing, weed control. They also offer plant design service and installation, servicing the North Shore for over 44 years. Call our good buddy Tommy at 847-432-5266. That's Jack Vena Landscaping, and they do an incredible
job. And as much as we don't want to think about it, it is fall cleanup. We have actually just scheduled the pool to be closed
on the 17th. So I might come home that day on Wednesday. I might jump on that pool.
I'm like,
anyway, since it's still
that
steaming.
Means for sure summer's over.
Dennis from Lake Geneva says Bears will do much better. They're putting together a good team. On paper, they are, Dennis, but it's the Bears. It's the curse. It happens every year. They got lucky one year in '85, and that's it. So we'll see what happens. But right now, ESPN is saying 8-9 for the Chicago Bears football season. What do you got,
honey? Guys, is part of being married is asking the other person, where are you going, every time they stand up?
Absolutely. Want to talk about crazy shit? Now, this is a story we heard rumors about. Mackenzie Phillips from One Day at a Time, remember?
I sure
and
do.
her father, if I'm correct, her father, John Phillips, from the Mamas and the Papas. I think if that's correct. Supposedly, there's been rumors that they had incest relationships for 10 years, father and daughter. Mackenzie Phillips just spoke out again about her 10-year incest relationship with her dad. Now, folks, this had to happen in the 70s, 80s.
Yeah, because we were young.
Before. Now, I remember hearing a story about this, but she just spoke on a show. What the?
Shoot him.
Now, remember, you got to understand something. No, you don't understand, but from reading some of the stuff on Mackenzie Phillips, she was a big teen star, One Day at a Time. You get hooked up in drugs. You get up to some bad people, blah, blah, blah. Mamas and the Papas growing up, the Woodstocks, the hippie generation, Ludes, whatever the hell they were taking. Who the hell knows? What all that shit going on? And this is a story that I heard about, but Mackenzie Phillips just came out and just talked about it again. 10 years this is going on, ladies and gentlemen. Crazy shit. You got to look for your facts to find out more information, but isn't that nuts, son?
Sickening.
Isn't that nuts?
Not nuts. Sickening.
Sickening. You want to talk about, and we're talking about Christmas, honey. You ever notice that we get older, Christmas is not like it used to be?
Oh, God, yes.
It's nothing.
Including Black Friday.
It's nothing like it used to be. It's nothing. It's not the same. It goes by so fast now. You put everything up, all the decorations, you do all this stuff, you cook all day, blah, 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 and you eat for 25 minutes. Everybody's in the couch, belts up, burp, and then they're all gone. They go home.
Oh, we got open presents in there.
Open presents, but you know what I mean. It's not like it used to. Yeah, Papa John Phillips is dead. That's true. He had died. I'm just talking about the story, Boyd, that her daughter, Mackenzie Phillips. So got to look into that story to find out more information. But but Christmas isn't the same. Now, for me growing up, I had by myself. I never had the cousins or anything. But you, of course, when the kids were growing up, it had to be a magical time.
It was a magical time. But what was more magical is that my children thought that there was a Santa and presents for mom and dad. So we had to have presents out for kids and Santa. And then then they would make comments like, well, what are you going to get us? As they got older, it was the big joke.
It was the big joke, right? Now they want two presents.
No kids are watching, right?
Yeah. Albert from Ron Onesti organization says Mackenzie should just shut up. She's been whining about this for years. Her father was chunked up and took advantage of her. He's gone. Let it go. Right. But you know what? She's probably putting out a new book, Albert. And when you put out a new book, you got to bring up the same old shit again. It was crazy. It was nuts. It happened. He's dead. I don't know what her health is like. It is what it is.
No, there is no more anticipation. It used to be you couldn't wait to get to the presents, and it was just so much fun. And now it's like the kids are probably picking the things out online and having them sent to Amazon and just put them under the tree.
Speaking of things that are not the same anymore, honey, this is my last top story before you get to some. You got some good stuff coming up today. Richard, Family Feud. Now,
don't you diss him.
I'm not
Don't
dissing.
you
Whoa,
diss
whoa,
him.
whoa, 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 whoa. He's not Richard Dawson, number one.
I love
Okay.
Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey's he's funny. He's funny.
He's hysterical.
He's funny. I like his outfits. I mean, he's funny. He's cool, but he's still not Richard Dawson. But Richard was the best. And remember him always kissing the ladies.
On the lips.
All right. Well, on the cheeks. Some.
Oh, did he?
Most of them on the cheeks. Richard Dawson hosted the Family Feud from 1976 to 1995. Did you know that before you were accepted to be on the show, women had to take a herpes test to make sure they were not carrying any disease before he kissed them? Supposedly, he kissed them on the cheek for good luck. Now, eventually, I think he met one of his wives as
for
one
real?
of the contestants. But the question was, he kissed him on the cheek and for good luck, lady luck on the cheek. The question is, I said to myself, how many women you think he's kissed from 1976 to 1995, Richard Dawson on Family Feud? Are you ready for this? 20,000 women he's kissed from 76 to 95. Shit, I got to do all year for that.
You're an ass.
Anyway.
You wish.
Herpes tests before they were, which is a smart move.
It is a
smart move.
But
Richard
that's kind of
Dawson.
funny.
It is funny. What do you got on?
Yeah, Steve Harvey went through the COVID time, so they were all separated 6 feet apart.
Oh, yeah. Really. I'm sure that did good.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, some interesting facts about dogs. We know how we're all dog lovers.
Yes.
10 interesting facts about a dog. So, number one, puppies have 28 teeth, where normal dogs have 42.
Wow.
Dogs don't only see in black and white, but they also see blue and yellow.
Oh.
Dogs can recognize more than 150 words.
Wow.
It's funny because I'm starting to wonder.
Yeah, because they understand it.
Yes. Yeah, I am, Craig. Dogs' eyes contain special membrane that allows them to see in the dark. We know that.
Yeah.
Dogs curl up in a ball when they sleep because of the age-old instincts to protect their organs.
Oh.
Really? Dogs can hear about 4 times the distance of a human. Dogs and humans have the same type of sleep, therefore dogs can dream. So, and I do know that because I'll have to rub Zoe sometimes because I feel her jumping in her sleep. Dogs have about 1,700 taste buds, and cats only have 473. 1-year-old dog is as mature physically as a 15-year-old human.
Wow. Interesting.
And dogs' sense smell of 10,000 times stronger. Dog's sense of smell is 10,000 times stronger than a human's.
Wow. Interesting stuff for your dogs. Carol, Yvette, how are you guys doing? Welcome to Ocean Spit. All right, we got a couple of stories too, honey. I know you got some. This is good. This is the question for the day, folks. One of the questions for the day. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Are you ready? How did the people that created the first clock know what time it was? Well,
that's
of course,
suspicious.
That's suspicious. The answer is the sundial.
Oh.
That's how they figured it out.
We should have known that.
We should have known that. Easy one. How about this, folks? Talking about, we're not really talking about politics. We're just talking about the two individuals. Now, you know, former President Trump is out there rallies, and they show thousands and thousands and thousands of people going to when he speaks. Kamala Harris, her last one, according to Chuck Castello, who was there and actually took the picture, 12 buses captured on video leaving vicinity of Kamala Harris, that she had to hire people on buses and they shipped them to her rallies so they can be, oh, Kamala. She had to hire people, and there's a video that you can see it on Twitter that he actually shot. Interesting stuff. Dogs also infrared colors and got there, let her go on one day at a time. Oh, what?
No, dogs also see infrared colors. Dogs see movement much more than humans. Yes. Because you know, sometimes you'll be sitting there and all of a sudden I see Zoe jump up or whatever, and someone's just coming home or walking out in front of the house. And I'm like, what are you hearing?
How about it?
Yes, they see in the movement.
Very cool.
To Daryl Armstead.
Thank you, Daryl, the professor in the house. Mackenzie was no angel. She was a junk user too. Yeah, of course. That's what I'm saying at that particular time. And if you heard also about the interesting stuff, when you have when a Trump card, no pun intended. Did you see the pictures all over social media? Tim Walz's family, a lot of the family members are endorsing Trump, and he's running for vice president.
Oh, I did hear.
Did you see that, folks?
Yes.
Actually, Tim Walz's brother is going to speak at the Trump rally to expose his brother.
Yes, he's getting so dirty.
See how crazy?
It's getting
well,
too
you know
dirty.
what? They got to fight fire with fire.
I know,
Absolutely.
but I don't like when it gets dirty. On a good note,
Go ahead.
Alabama has
Alabama.
a no price and feed anyone who is hungry. Drexel and Honeybees is in Bruton, Alabama, and it's a unique Black-owned restaurant with a donation-only policy.
Wait. Black owned.
Because that's what it says.
But shouldn't it be African American?
It says Black-owned.
Okay, go ahead.
Restaurant. I didn't write the article.
I got it.
Restaurant with a donation-only policy. Open Tuesdays to Thursdays. Founders Freddie and Lisa Thomas McMillan serve Southern comfort food like fried chicken, cornbread, ensuring no one leaves hungry. There's no set prices. Guests can pay whatever they wish or just leave a thank you note. All contributions go to covering the restaurant's costs, not to profit, allowing them to continue feeding those in need.
You also does that?
That's wonderful.
You know who also does that, honey?
Who?
Bon Jovi. Bon Jovi has soup
People come to his house?
He's got restaurants that he opened, and you can eat and you whatever you want, and you can only leave what you can afford.
Love it.
That's some good people that should be getting more press and stuff. But of course, they don't want the press. Our media
wants the bullshit.
Our big media don't want to talk about the guy that adopted the girl with Down syndrome, or about the guy with the free restaurants where people are hungry, with Bon Jovi. You don't hear about that on Main Street.
Alabama is also where the toothbrush was invented. Had it been anywhere else, it would have been called the teeth brush.
Oh, boy.
Eric
Todd, my good friend Eric from September Fest. Eric, we missed you. I know you were busy with Plain White Tees, but Ocean Group did pretty good, almost 1,000 people by the local stage. So it was a successful festival, September Fest, my good friend Eric Todd.
Yes, it was.
This is going back to the shooting, on the Georgia shooting. When planned propaganda backfires, ABC News had the grandmother of one of the students live call. Turns out she believes in the Second Amendment and believes that the teachers should be armed. The minute she started talking about that, ABC immediately stirred the conversation away from that. Interesting. That's a question you got to ask yourselves, guys. Should
That's
teachers?
A disgusting story.
Which one?
Is that the one about the? Yeah.
No, but I'm talking about should the teachers?
Yes.
Be armed?
Yes.
Yeah.
There should be something in the school.
I agree. Should the like even with the planes, the pilots, don't they supposedly have a?
Kim, congratulations! Her son's getting married this weekend in
congratulations,
Nashville.
Kim Peterson, you in Nashville. We're going to be in Nashville too, honey, back at the Josie Awards.
Yes, we are.
Proud of you. Her, we're great. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Mikey from Hardcore Italians in the house. Columbus Day Bash. I can't wait for the bocce tournament. And let's get Mikey on the show next week, and we're going to talk about Columbus Day. We got the bocce tournament, and the Ace is a proud sponsor of the Oceanettes team.
Yep.
So my thank you, Raffaello and Jackie from Ace Hardware. So we're going to talk about Mike and talk about everything that Hardcore Italians got going on. Mother committed that their daughter
does not. Yes, going after school. She witnessed these deaths. They were in.
So the question, guys, honey, I'll ask you. You said yes. Mike, Eric, Kim, Ellie, Albert, Jerry, Craig, everybody. Should a teacher be armed in school?
Well, I don't know if there should be a gun in every classroom. Because first of all,
what? Something? A baseball bat?
No.
I mean, what do you do?
I don't know.
Christine says yes.
But something, absolutely.
I think so. No police force in America wants teachers to carry guns.
No, not carrying them. Not
maybe you're right,
classroom,
but they should have something.
Somewhere in the school.
Somewhere in the school. Maybe hire, what do you call it?
Security guard. But I thought they were doing that.
Not a security guard that they get from the guy who can't even pull his pants up.
I know. Not like the one.
Why don't you get a retired police officer and put him in all the schools like they do? I think you should go live from the tournament. Ooh, that would be cool. We'll definitely do that, Michael.
Yes, Jerry.
Should
yes.
have the panic button.
Yes.
That's a great idea.
Yes.
Oh, don't they have where the sheriffs or somebody on planes are supposedly carrying? What do they call that? That they're actually on the plane. I don't know. Some planes have them. Some planes don't.
Oh, like Secret Service or something, but not
Something
like Secret
on
Service,
the
but I know what
plane.
you're talking
I
about.
forgot what they're called, but here it is, honey. The new CTA initiative uses AI to detect AI to detect gun threats in real time.
All right. So, in regards to the 4 people that were shot, U.S. Marshals, that's it. Always.
Thank you, Craig. And right, phasers.
Tasers.
Tasers. No, phasers.
I thought they're called tasers.
Tasers, phasers.
My cousin's a school teacher, and they're not even allowed to have mace. So she took my advice and bought a can of wasp spray, better than nothing. Oh, yes.
That's a good idea.
It's ridiculous.
Well, the baseball bat to the knee always helped.
No,
I remember that. I carry one in my car.
That's not going to help. Wait, so what were you just saying?
The
CTA, the shooting on the train of the 4 people. I don't know the whole story, and I need to know more about this.
We'll have to come back to that story too. This one here is a launching of that's supposed to tell you when you walk in if you're carrying guns or not.
Yeah, there should be. I thought, again, back in the day when my kids were in high school at Conan High School, they put something at the doorways. First of all doors were locked going forward of every high school in the area. They had people at every door now in order to get through. But still, I don't. If it's a student coming through during the bus letting out or the bus, there needs to be metal detectors in every door that somebody can come through.
I agree. They gotta do something. What do you got on your story, Sonny?
I don't know. I'm so aggravated with that. It's sickening.
Whose birthday you just passed?
Oh, that's Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil McGraw is 74 years old.
I didn't know he had a last name. I thought his last name was Phil.
No, it's Dr. Phil McGraw.
Dr. Phil. There's John Boom Boom.
Oh, it was good to see you the other night as well.
From Richie's in Schiller Park. Great seeing John and Vivian at Mars a few weeks back. What else you got, hon? Oh, what about you?
I don't understand it.
What do you mean you don't understand it?
I don't know it, honey. I don't know the answer.
You don't have to know the answer. This is what they're saying if you buy a house.
If you think about, or even dog sniffers, yes. If you think about your home, if you pay $250,000 for your home, Zillow says it's worth $500,000. $500,000 is the fair market value. So that's $250,000 cost basis equals $250 unrealized capital gain. 25% of that is $62,500 that would be owed to the IRS. So if you think housing is unaffordable now, just wait. I don't know all about that and what's actually.
Wait to see if that Harris gets in office. Real fast, honey. Remember Clara?
3 were asleep. The shooter shot them twice each. That's what I didn't understand. The whole thing, just like you're sleeping on the train and the frigger just comes and shoots them.
There's some crazy people in this world. Remember Clara Peller?
I don't remember. Clara
was a manicurist. What do you call it? What do you do with
a manicurist?
Manicurist that worked at the same salon for 35 years before she was discovered to say, "Where's the beef with Wendy's?"
Oh.
How cool is that? Seeing some of these other jobs. NASCAR will return in 2025. Who cares? Next, what do you got, hon?
We're going to talk about what September is about.
Yes.
September is about letting go of what no longer serves you. September is about finding joy in small moments, focusing on what you can control, challenging yourself to try new things, trusting that everything happens at the right time, valuing your time by dedicating it to what truly matters, surrounding yourself with positive energy and doing the things that match what you believe in. And lastly, showing yourself the love you deserve. That is what September is about.
I like that. The school shooter was flagged
on the FBI last year. Deb, that's disgusting.
Crazy. On some good news, I mentioned it a couple of days ago, but my wife, congratulations, 11 years at Redfin Real Estate. 11 years, congratulations, and have fun at the Philippines when you're going next weekend.
Yeah.
And again, folks. What states have the highest income tax? Are you ready, honey?
Oh, I knew that.
Number 6, New York, 8.8%. Number 5, Minnesota, 9.85%. Oregon, 9.9%. New Jersey at number 3, 10.75%. Hawaii, honey, is 11%. But the number 1 highest income tax is California, 13.3%.
Deb, I would think so too. Why isn't
income tax?
Why isn't
Illinois should have been in there?
That's what we
but
thought.
this is the top 6, so Illinois could be probably the top 7, or who knows. Bobby Leach, first man to survive Niagara Falls. Remember Niagara Falls, honey, when we slowly I turned, yeah.
Step by step.
I went there once. I got to go back. I love it. Anyway, there were some crackpots that would put themselves in barrels and shit and push and go over the falls. Some people died. Some people survived. How about this guy? Bobby Leach was the first man to survive the Niagara Falls barrel plunge. He was the first guy to do it, but he died after slipping on an orange peel.
When it's your time, it's your time. That's all I gotta say.
When it's your time, it's your time. Thank you, Dennis. That's what they all have in common. That was the question. They're all Democratic states, honey. All Democratic states, the highest income tax. Oh, yeah, let's vote for that again. Wow, honey, all 6 of those were Democratic states. You can't, those are facts, folks. How do you argue with somebody? You can't argue with somebody with that. What do you got, honey?
Stupid people are like glow sticks. I want to snap them, shake them, and shake the shit out of them until the light comes on.
Oh, that's a good one. How about someone else that's doing
That was
good?
from Natalie.
Oh, that wasn't. Okay, that's a new. Oh, I didn't. I got.
No,
I
Natalie
that.
said that.
That's a good one, Natalie.
She said, good for the pit.
Good for the pit it is. We were talking about, we did some things on the show today that we talked about some good things. Here's a celebrity. Sometimes you don't hear about the celebrities that do a lot of good things. Some of them don't want the stuff that they do to be known. Shaq O'Neal. Look at this, honey. He owns 155 Five Guys pizzas. He owns 17 Auntie Anne's, 150 car washes, 4 24-hour fitness centers, a movie theater, and several Los Angeles nightclubs.
First of all, what does that say? What does that say? Las Vegas.
That's what I said.
You saw Los Angeles.
Oh, Los Angeles, Las Vegas. It's all the same thing.
Oh, my lordy. Who's this? Is this Jerry James? Yes.
Oh, yeah. 13. There you go. Wow.
There you have it.
All Democratic states, folks, for all you Democrats out there that listen to the show.
Where's Ellen? Ooh, sorry.
All right. You didn't read the whole thing.
I did. I was going to take it off.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. So interesting stuff.
Chat.
Cap, tap, this, boop. All right.
Do you know that telling your dog "I love you" increases their heart rate by 46%?
No wonder why our dogs are always happy. We're talking about the Japanese and the Chinese. Listen to this. The Japanese, this is amazing, folks. We go to O'Hare, we go to Midway, LaGuardia, different airports through the years. And you hear cases that they lost my luggage. They lost this. They lost that. Something happened. Japanese airport hasn't lost a single luggage bag in its 30 years in history.
How the heck do they
30,
do that?
that's because they work over there. They care over there. All right, folks, this is the definition of a broken system. Something that we should think about. The White House were unable to track $6.2 billion sent to Ukraine. California was unable to track $24 billion spent to combat the homelessness. The Pentagon were unable to track $2.3 trillion of military spending. The U.S. Treasury was able to track $5 trillion of the pandemic spending. And the IRS, we know, you sent $601.50 to your friend. You better report it or he's going to jail. That's why our system is so broke. And gas is down 20 cents? No, gas is still up $2. That's how they normalize insanity. And people are falling for it.
Mm-hmm.
It certainly is. What do you got, honey, my dear?
To my Nina and all you other mamas out there, hold your little one tight. You have only 8 weeks with a newborn, 51 weeks with an infant, 108 weeks with a toddler, and 506 weeks with a child. When you think of it like that, it's like, oh my God,
it
it goes
seem
by
like it's
so
that long.
fast.
Let's talk about something called the e-cigarette. I don't know. There's a lot of people that do that stuff.
Or like the vapes. I know the vape.
Is there a difference between an e and a vape?
I don't know. I don't do either.
I don't know myself. How about this poor guy, honey? This poor guy. Doesn't even say his name, but unwanted calls in Texas are a nuisance. But spam calls have become around-the-clock annoyance for one man in East Troy. 200 spam calls in 1 month of July.
Wow.
Isn't that horrible?
Yes,
I start
Kim,
marking
and
them
then
down
they
on
get
my
married.
phone. And then they get married. Yeah, that's a. Thank you, Gail. Got my vote too.
So,
did you know, hon? Go ahead.
did you know walking 1 hour 5 times a week is as healthy for your heart as running 20 minutes 3 times a week?
Wow.
So I'm like, I'm all over the walking part.
And the most expensive thing in the world is trust. Cheap people can't afford it.
Well, speaking of cheap,
I like that.
if you're the cheapest, people don't expect you to be the best. If you're the best, people don't expect you to be the cheapest.
It also depends on what your financial situation is, and also depends on how you were raised.
Tupac, didn't you say something about Tupac today?
Yeah,
Tupac says, never lose yourself for another person.
I mean,
Thank you, Tupac.
Tupac's, man, he comes up with some good stuff. Of course, he's not with us anymore, but he has some good stuff. That's an interesting question. So is this one. Here's two for listeners here. Here you go. I can understand. Someone said, I can understand why Indiana never passed a law where you cannot smoke in restaurants and bars. Now, I didn't know this was in restaurants, but we play up in Indiana a lot, and you could smoke in the casinos there, in the lounge. There's actually little built-in ashtrays. I love it. I love it. It makes you feel like old school again. People smoking, watching the show instead of people walking around. You know what? Smoke.
I get in this car and I go by Cal and Nina comes. You smell like smoke. I'm like, oh God.
I'm talking about this. So Indiana never did it
for you.
You know what else is not good for you? You want me to make a list of stuff that's not good for you?
My Diet Coke, I know.
God, the Diet Coke will kill you.
But the
that Diet Coke
will on top of it.
Oh, so if the Coca-Cola smelled, then you wouldn't drink it? Tell them about that. Now, that's interesting.
Okay, would you all...
Sent in by Rodney Mathis.
Would y'all delete all your social media for $25 million if you could never return to it or see what's going on in social media world ever again? Where do I sign up?
It would kill my business to get off. Now, I'm not just talking about the show. I'm just talking about the Tony Ocean stuff that I post. And
$25 million, you don't need their business.
Good point. 25 million? Yeah, put me up. I would go for that too.
Abso-freaking-lutely.
And you know what? I thought Jerry Jam sent this in, honey. And this is going to be the most craziest rule ever, folks.
Ever.
If you rob a bank, it's a federal crime and you will go to jail. If you rob an ATM, it's no federal law if you rob an ATM, but there is a federal law if you rob a bank because the ATMs are independently owned ATMs. So I can rob an ATM, bad boy. Rob a bank, I go to prison.
So the moral of the story is make sure you don't rob a bank and only rob an ATM.
Correct.
Okay.
And I think we can conclude that the timeout generation did not work out as well as the ass whooping generation. Absolutely.
No,
a small hack every now and then.
Timeouts.
That changed my whole life from my teacher.
If you ask any of my kids, my timeouts actually turned into be a joke.
Yeah, because it doesn't really do
Sit
anything.
here for 5 minutes, because then God knows you're not going to repeat that again.
In alcohol's defense, honey, I've seen a lot of people do stupid shit sober too.
Absolutely.
That was interesting when I read that.
This is very interesting, but when you think about it in terms, okay, so to make your kid a millionaire, invest $750 at birth.
Now remember, they can't spend it. This is the question.
Right, but then it gets a little costly. So
right.
$750 at birth, okay, no big deal.
Okay.
$500 each birthday,
we
no
do
big
that
deal.
now.
$250 each month. When the child turns 18, they will then have $144,041. If they keep adding $250 a month, they will then have $1.2 million by the age of 43. So I think it's at $250 a month, keeping up with. Oh, okay. We'll go finish this first. But yeah, so I think everything else would be, but if you're spending it, if you have 5 kids, you're talking $1,000 a month to put this away for your children.
We don't have too many of those.
Yeah,
yeah.
I do.
So,
okay, so who just said something about house arrest? I just seen something. Did you see the new Dancing with the Stars that's coming out?
No,
I
didn't see the old Dancing with the Stars. There's Leah. Wait, say hello to Leah. Hi, Leah.
Hi, Leah. Love you too,
What's
darling.
up, honey? Love you too, sweetie.
So the new Dancing with the Stars is obviously looking for contestants because they are bringing in anything and everything. Some girl, and I don't even know who she is, what her story is, anything, but she will be dancing with an ankle bracelet, dear.
Good for her.
Ankle bracelet.
Good for her.
Because she embezzled so much money from her friends and family. So now they're going to put her on Dancing with the Stars with her ankle bracelet. Who wants her on there?
How fucked up is that?
Yeah.
You know what they should do? I got a great idea for Dancing with the Stars. Couples that are blind. Couples that are, I mean, they have other senses. Their smell is supposed to be better.
They probably would dance really.
So I bet you they would dance fucking.
I don't know if they had a deaf person or a blind person once before. But for those of you Bachelor fans or Bachelorette fans, horrible, hard breakup there. And Jen, the Bachelorette that just finished the season, is also on Dancing with the Stars. So her, I'm happy to see, along with Joey.
Who's Joey?
Joey, the one that we watched that season. Him and Kelsey got together. Joey's also on.
Everybody's sleeping with each other on that show. I don't know.
Dancing with the Stars?
Dancing with the Stars, sleeping with the Bachelor. The Bachelor sleeping with the Bachelorette. The other guy sleeping with the homeless. What's going on with this?
Right, Carol? They're going to put some Swarovski crystals on her ankle bracelet.
On her bracelet. Fact checkers did not exist until the truth started coming out. Love these things you keep sending me. Thank you.
All right. The income needed to comfortably afford a home. The income needed to comfortably afford a home has risen 80% since 2020.
Thank you, Joe. And I never seen a country work so hard to get rid of a president, but not illegal immigrants, drug dealers, and child traffickers. Now, see, that is facts. I don't care what side of the fence you're on. These are facts. We have the non-legal immigrants, drug dealers, child. We have them. Case closed. Facts. What do you got, hon?
I got, really? This is so profound.
Well, there you go.
All right, guys, because you didn't know this before. Like we said, it's the little show about big things.
Yeah.
10 foods that make you fat. Number 10, pizza. Ooh, shocker. 9, soda. 8, cereals. 7, cookies. 6, cakes. 5, donuts. 4, French fries. 3, white rice. 2, white bread. And number 1, our favorite and yours, ice cream.
Ice cream. And you know what? None of mine are on that list.
And isn't that funny that
potato chips are not on that list?
Because you guys did not know this prior to us telling you.
And we're talking about Armando Supermarkets at 925 Liberty Street in Elgin, Illinois. And Mike and Gigi from Crash Champions Collision Auto Repair. For all your collision auto repair needs, go to crashchampions.com. Our good friends, Mike and Gigi. Great seeing them at Septemberfest. Here's the question. This lady, our friend Susan Marks, walked in, I said her sister, walked into a Walmart, and she knew someone who had cashed a check, whatever, and she found $522 outside of Walmart. The question is, Do you return the $522? Do you take $400 and return $122? Or do you not put it in your pocket, and walk away? Lay that one on you for today, honey.
I might not be a good girl on that one. And
you
not
would
because
keep the money.
Not because if I knew where the money belonged, I would most definitely return it. If it's laying outside and I'm going to bring it to some worker at Walmart who's going to put it in their own pocket, why not me keep it? But no, if I knew where it belonged, if I knew if we're in an area where there's even 20 of us, somebody that I know it's right there, I would always return it.
I agree. All right, folks, let's not forget our last two sponsors of our hourly show, Ocean's Pit. Our friends, Deutsch Power Center, servicing the construction and diesel industry in Chicago for the last 100 years. Call Sal at 224-276-6550. And let's not forget our good buddies from Airtight Windows. Are you ready, honey? If you're looking for, got to get the other part out too. Airtight Windows. If you're looking for new windows and you want it done right, do it right with Airtight. For honesty and quality dependability, do it right with Airtight. Service in the Chicagoland area for 35 years, do it right with Airtight. Airtight Windows. Call my buddy Louis Pipes at 708-788-5000. And they will take care of all your window and siding needs. Ladies and gentlemen, we are past the 1 hour mark. Tonight will be.
Mama's got to go get a hair color.
Tonight will be at Zaza's in Lake Barrington with Jerry Jam, 7:00. Tomorrow, Chicago Prime Steakhouse in Schaumburg with Double T. And Saturday will be in Crafton, Illinois at the Pierre Marquis Log Resort. One last thing, honey, here. Hot off the presses, ladies and gentlemen. Here it is. Hunter Biden to plead guilty to tax charges in bid to avoid a trial. No shit. Go to jail. And last but not least, birthdays on the 5th of September. Susan St. James. I always had a crush on her.
Yes, you did.
She was a sweetie. Ian Hunter, one of my favorite singers and songwriters. Mata Hoople, 85. Ann Wilson from Heart, 73 years old. Alex Lifeson from the guitar player from Rush, 71 years old. Kathy Segal from Married with Children, 70 years old. Roxy Rover from the Jeffersons. Actually, her son is Lenny Kravitz. Small story. Yeah, there you go. Cat Stevens, 76. Bob Seger, 79. Jerry Montel. This is the sister of Diva Montel. Sting, Roxanne from the Police, celebrate a birthday. Nick Nolte, 83. Harvey Keitel, 85. Laura Mizzi, couple days late. Happy birthday, Laura. Alex Van Halen, former drummer of Van Halen, 71. Jimmy Page, former guitar player of Led Zeppelin, 80. Robin Zander, one of the greatest singers of Cheap Trick, 7 years old. Tom Jones, 84. And Dustin Hoffman, 86 years old.
Did you already do Denise?
Who?
Denise?
I did Denise a couple times already, but again, happy birthday, Denise. And guys, September 30th, Ruby Whiskers. No trial, no details, 10% the big guy. There you go. Now, Monday, the 30th of September will be at
El Roker is Roxy's cousin.
Roxy's cousin, yeah. But her son is also, what's his name? From Lenny Kravitz, from what I remember. Okay. All right. September 30th. Have a great day, Ronnie B. September 30th. Let's go fishing. We will. Okay. September 30th, we'll be at the Tap House in Lamont for Ruby Whiskers Dog Foundation. My buddy Dan Nozak puts it together. We did it last year. Frankie Setta, Felix Greco, Louis Pipes, yours truly is the MC, Daryl Armenstop, Kim Peterson LeFew, Ronnie B. Elvis. All the money's going to go to Ruby Whisker Dogs. And don't forget, September 21st will be at the Hard Rock Casino in the cafe on the 21st September with the main event band. Going back to North Riverside on the 18th of September, Village Pub. Guys, it's come to that time, my dear.
Yes,
our good friends from Ace Hardware. Ace at the place, buy local, shop local. Don't forget to download the Ace Rewards app. Easy way to keep track of your points, coupons, and special offers. Ace is the place helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Thank you, Laura. Tomorrow, my guest will be Dag from the Dag and Die Show. Yesterday, Die was my guest. Tomorrow, Dag will be. Wait, that's going to be a good show because there's another guy, very unfiltered, but he knows his shit. And that's what we love about this show, unfiltered and fun. That's what Ocean Spit's about. We're back tomorrow, same time, same station. Guys, remember, support local establishments, buy local, shop local, support live establishments, live entertainment. Be kind to everybody, folks. It's a tough world, and it's going to get even tougher. Do the right thing in November. You know what to do. And guys, remember the great words of Ringo Starr. God bless, peace, and love. God bless, peace, and love. Thank you for watching, everybody. Nick Sahajas, take us out. God bless, everybody.
Oh, it's the end of the show. See you later from Tony O.
Longer than it's supposed to.